Good afternoon, everybody. Today we're going to be doing some fly tying, doing some eggs. Just going to be using some egg yarn on some hooks. I also got a few just little squishy, I don't know, little fabric balls that you could buy at like I don't know, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann Fabric, something of that nature. So I got some size 14 hooks. There's one of the little fuzzy balls right there. Size 14 hook. Now in the middle of these little fuzzy balls, there is glue or some cardboard. I'm not fully sure. In the middle to keep it all little ball. So basically all I'm doing with the hook is trying to find it, and you push the hook through, and boom! You got yourself an egg fly. Now, as you're going to see here, I give it a little pull. I didn't find the glue or the little cardboard piece, so I had to find it again. But once you do find it, you're good to go. You'll have yourself a little egg fly. Not going to come off the hook. Pretty simple way to get yourself some egg flies pretty quickly. As you can see, look at that. Perfect little round egg ball. Use these up here in Alaska so far for Dolly Varden. Haven't caught any salmon or anything on them yet. So for this next fly, I got a number size 14 caddis pupa shrimp hook, eye down. Got some fluorescent orange thread as well as some fluorescent orange yarn. Seems to be the main color that I've been catching Dolly Varden on up here when I do catch Dolly Varden on eggs. The salmon in this part of Alaska have orange eggs, both the pink salmon and the silver salmon. So as you can see there, I tied on the thread, snipped off the end of the thread there, just getting my orange yarn ready. It doesn't take much orange yarn, any sort of yarn really, to get yourself a nice little little egg. Wouldn't use yarn for like crochet or knitting. I use the specific stuff, comes from Cabela's, Sportsman's Warehouse, things of that nature. So here I am just fiddling around with it, seeing if it would work. If I folded it back on itself, it's not what works very well. So you'll see here I'm gonna, it just sort of kept going around, so I had to unwrap it and basically just use one piece of the yarn. Just hold it down on the hook, come up, down, pull it pretty tight, and do a few more wraps, get in there. I pull the yarn up, and then I do some wraps around the bottom of the yarn, keep it all sort of centered in there. There you go. Having a little bit of trouble with my bobbin, but we got to take care of. So now what you're going to do, put a few more wraps in there, hold it in. And I'm just going to use my dull scissors, as you can see, chop it off. Now that right there, not a complete little circle, but that is going to be good enough for Dolly Varden up here that I've caught. Now I'm just doing a few little whip finish type things. Going to put on some head cement, pull out some of the excess yarn, little threads on the yarn, and that right there, that's a perfectly good little egg fly. Definitely going to be useful this upcoming fall for Dolly Varden. Now I'm going to do a second egg fly. Same thing, the fluorescent orange yarn, the fluorescent orange thread. Just going to show you basically how quick these can be. If you're in an area where there's a lot of trout and salmon, they produce some fairly large eggs, and they're in the fall when the fish are spawning, you'll have other fish come up behind them and simply just eat these eggs. That's how I was catching Dolly Varden. If you go back in some of my videos from, I don't know, August and September time frame, You'll see some of those videos of me catching Dolly Varden on salmon eggs and salmon flies, or salmon egg flies. So same thing, tied in my thread. Now I'm cutting off the top. Going to cut around it a little bit because it wasn't, there were definitely some spots that were poking out. When it gets wet, it really doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. I don't think Dolly Varden think it matter, because it was just a whole bunch of eggs down there. So basically, yeah, just trimming it up, trying to make it a bit rounder. Now all I'm going to do here is wrap around the front there, do a couple little finish threads, over-unders, up to the eye of the hook. Get my fluorescent thread there nice and knotted up so it doesn't come unraveled. And we're going to use a little bit of head cement on this. I'm going to snip off my thread there. Get the head cement. Haven't used this head cement in quite some time. It was quite dry, so I have to get some more. Or you can use nail polish. Polish works the same way. So basically just dipping my little needle there into the head cement and putting it on the thread around the knotted area at the front. And that right there is another little completed egg fly. Not too difficult, pretty simple, an effective fly. So that's why I tie them. And then coming up here, I got show you the comparison between the egg fly that I tied with the yarn and the egg fly that I simply just took from a bag of little puff balls and put the hook through. What am I doing? What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, this is, yeah. It was, the head cement was pretty dry, so I'm just trying to crack off as much as I can, try to see if I can get some more to put on there, which I couldn't. So that's the end of that head cement. So here's a comparison of the two. As you can see, the one on the left, a little bit rounder, one on the right, homemade. So if you like this, click subscribe, like the video, and do some more fly tying. Have a good one.